Where's Dave?
Oh, Christine.
Oh, she's there.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Can't see you, but we got your name up.
You can't see me. Hang on a minute. Let me get there. Okay.
We haven't got Dave either.
Right.
Hello, Christine.
Ah, there she is. Hello.
Hello. Here I am. No,
Yeah.
Dave either. Oh, that's no good.
We'll
No,
have a meeting of our own, don't we?
We just do our own thing.
yeah, he's probably fighting the dog.
Yeah. It sounds like he's having good fun with him.
Yeah, puppies are puppies.
Helping with the gardening.
Yeah. I just did that. Exactly the same.
What? Helping with the gardening?
No, helping with the fringe. Looking
that.
at doing the fringe. I did exactly the same thing just now. Oh, no, I need to be seen.
There she looks. See?
I was doing the fringe as well.
Yeah. Well, one has to attempt to look one's best when on camera. Not easy.
You all set for tomorrow? No, not tomorrow.
No, please don't say tomorrow. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I think that's where it is.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. I have been so manic busy.
Yeah.
We had great escape with the dogs. I don't know. Did I tell you about that?
No. What dogs?
No, my dogs.
Oh.
No, it's too long a story. I'll tell you when I see you.
Tell me on Friday.
They're both fine. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me Friday as long as they're okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
Got Ringwood tomorrow.
All right. Yeah.
So they're all right.
And we could have come and seen you.
Yes.
Never
Yes.
mind.
Not to worry. Then on Thursday, going on that boat trip that we missed last week or the week before. So somewhere amongst all that, I'll have to get the van sorted out.
Okay, well, just bring it as it is. It ain't gonna hurt.
Well, I never.
Morning, Dave.
Hello, David.
Hello.
I didn't start the meeting. It just started itself.
Well, we just carrying on without you.
I've been talking to yourself for an hour.
I switched it. I turned off the waiting room thing. I thought, well, does it matter? You know, if anyone, there's only us that know about it, and the people I give the thing. So if we get gate crash, you just kick them out, don't you?
Yep.
Could be a bit of fun. Could be quite interesting. Some of the ones that turn up. Yeah. Ooh.
Well, yeah, got somebody else new coming today.
No. Next week there is.
All right.
You said there was.
Yeah, it's a lady called Corrine, I think.
Corrine, yeah. No.
But I didn't think the lady from last week, Shazna, or whatever. I can't remember which one. I keep getting it right. It's Shah Naz.
Shamas, yeah, okay. I thought it was rang all the way.
I think she was not so keen on portraits. If you live watching, we'll see you next week. For next week's lady booked already.
Good.
Straight in, which is good news really, because it shows that people outside are looking at what's going on. So
yeah, scary.
Fingers crossed. I have to stick my hands up. I'm quite relaxed when it's just us lot. when you get someone new like Brigitte and Shazna and things, puts more pressure on me to behave.
Yes.
Or to try and paint a bit better than I normally might, which I don't.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
It all comes out gore.
Yeah.
Comes out the same. Are the Globetrotters back for a week or two then, or?
Us two, yeah. 2 weeks, and then we're away for the other art teacher.
Oh, the one, yeah.
And the one up in Taunton.
How do they do that then? Oh, they're giving up social distancing now,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair play.
So we're going up there. We're still doing all the gelling and the cleaning and the washing and stay in separate rooms and all that if you can. Don't all sit on the same loo together.
Do you
That's
wear
what,
masks indoors or something?
yeah, masks when you're moving around. We've got one chap who's undergoing chemo, so we're going to be very careful of him.
Oh yes. Put him in a room on his own.
Should be really, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
We'll avoid him as much as we can.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hope he still manages to enjoy it because
Oh yeah,
it must be hard.
he's meant to be doing the teaching on Saturday.
Oh, is he? Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, so
Mm.
hopefully he's sorting it all out. He does it at home. He did trees last year, and he was
Yeah.
very interesting on trees. So we'll see
Oh,
what he does. Yeah, he's very good. Better than
that'll
Kevin.
I was going to say that'll give Kevin a run for his money.
No, Kevin actually sat in on it and quite enjoyed it.
Did he? Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, everybody's friends now.
Yeah. Good.
It's good. Yeah, no, it's a nice week's holiday.
Yeah.
We enjoy it.
Absolutely.
We should stay away for 2 or 3 weeks. We're not sure.
Hmm.
Game of polo and lawn cricket and that, you know. Tally ho!
We're not that much.
No, what's that one they play with the rings? I can't remember what it's called.
Hoopla.
No, in the garden.
Croquet.
Croquet. Yeah, croquet.
Yeah, croquet.
That's hoops, not rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All
How's
right.
the puppy dog, Dave?
Oh my goodness me. I get up nice and early, take him out, see if he does a wee wee. All I've got is wee wees, nappies, and poo bags now, isn't it? I thought I'd capture. I was out there 10 minutes ago, and I thought, "Ooh, there's a big one." For a little dog, he can perform quite well.
That's a good one. He's getting the hang of it.
He's starting to find his feet a bit now. Well, after a week and a half.
Yeah, he's taking over.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and he's learnt to how to jump off the sofa, and quite a mean feat for a little dog like that.
Yeah. Yeah, scary.
If I get a minute, I'll go and grab him later.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah.
He's one major cutie. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lovely. He's
What name
really.
did you settle on in the end?
They're just a bundle of fluff. You just once you pick it up, you think, oh, that dude, it becomes part of you. In the winter, it'll be squabbling over who can hold the dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You don't need gloves.
So what's the name you settled on?
Well, nothing to me. It's James and Mel. They said they've called it Frodo.
Oh, right. I like Frodo.
Yeah, Frodo Junior Harvey.
Oh, great. So you all want.
The funny thing is, I go down there and I look at him. Baggins, we hate Baggins. Like the bloke does on the
Yeah.
dog goes crazy.
Actually, keep it.
So if you call him Baggins, he'll try and bite your leg. I'll tell you what, it's unusual. He likes playing football.
Oh, that's a good sign.
He's not
Morning,
so keen
everyone.
on if you kick it.
Morning.
He's
Morning,
not so
Pauline.
keen.
Hi, I can't get
Hello.
my video working. Oh, there I am. Hi.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
There you are.
Morning. Sorry, I am here. It's just my.
Oh,
I am now.
Hmm.
Oh, we're yellow and everybody's white.
Looks like you're in a guitar shop.
We are.
Well, want to buy one?
Hmm.
I just bought one.
Hmm.
Wow.
I've got a, yeah. Arm and a leg, aren't they, these things?
Depends how much you pay for it.
Okay.
Terry's just bought me a banjo for 25 quid, he reckons.
Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna
Haven't
see
heard
next
from
week.
him.
We're meant to be meeting next week.
Oh, that'd be
That'll
fun.
be nice. Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I'll say hello to him from us.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll do. Yeah, he still can't cope with his new phone.
No, that's
No.
a shame.
He can't control it. I said we'd have a look next week, see if we can help.
Have you
Not
got
like
a teenager?
Huh?
Have you got a grandson or something that can sort it?
Well, yeah, but he has. He's got children.
Yeah, they don't speak to
They
him.
don't help him, do they? They don't help. Trouble is with kids, just trying to pin them down to have time enough to do it for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Such a-
Melanie was saying that the other day because I've been out doing all these projects. I keep
Yeah, that's
getting
right. Yeah, they haven't got
dumped on
time to
me,
turn around.
and she sort of said, "Where are the kids? Where they're supposed to be doing all?" And I was going, yeah. Then again, I prefer my automatic, whatever that word is, working on my own.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Only getting away when I would have, I don't know.
mm.
They've got a bit of life left in us yet, touch wood.
Hope
So
so.
where's everybody else this morning then?
That's it. I think this is it today.
Oh,
All
right.
right.
No, Carol?
She's just texted me. I just noticed.
Oh,
This is to say, only briefly. I think it's not going to make it. Still have unpacking to do. It's a right game with all this singing and dancing. Oh, they got a new bed, haven't she?
Yeah, so she must have moved, I would think, if she's
Yeah.
unpacking.
yeah,
Trying,
yeah.
trying to get used to it.
Mm.
Peter's not sleeping well on it, so she has to get up during the night.
Right.
Hurt her back a bit as well.
Oh,
She's
Yeah.
not good, is it?
I get that trouble with different beds.
yeah,
I've got the
That's-
sun in my eyes. I can't. I'm trying to find a position. The sun's reflecting off the window
Yes.
of the house opposite.
yeah,
Right in my eye.
yeah. It'll move around in a minute.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
next week I think it's Lorna Doone farm cottage.
Well,
So
that'd be nice.
oh,
Even-
even that's got a story because I don't know where, but I've got painting painted on the reverse of some hardboard, and it's been in the shed for years. And I saw it there in a frame, and I thought, oh, well, that'd be a good subject. So that's where it's come from. So
all right.
I thought it was good doing David Jason, especially as John Chalice just died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that topical. Last time we did who was it? Omar Sharif. And then the Taliban started flying up.
But don't be tempted to do a portrait of me.
Yeah.
Or any of us.
Leave us out of it, yeah. Don't include any of the class.
Yeah.
I'm not so keen on that.
Hmm.
No.
I've got no plans on that. What I do need at some point is a Christmas scene. I can't make up my mind. If you see Pony and Trap, or so, I don't know.
Something a bit different.
Did you say something, Gordon?
No, I did. I said you want something slightly different if you're looking for ponies and traps.
Well, something traditional, really. I suppose it's staring us in the face, and I can't remember I can't see it for looking. Could be a modern scene with loads of, and then we just change it.
Yeah.
It was
Ice
Joyce
skate
that was
trips.
talking to me a couple of weeks ago. I think she mentioned it, and I thought, I know it's early, sort of thing, you know, but
It'll soon come round.
it does.
Mm.
It's been fatal.
Oh
I've
well.
still got Diana Doors on the easel behind me. I've not done anything to it. I just
Mm.
It's such a nice picture to wake up to in the morning. You've got a bright-eyed, young, smiling.
Long.
Not wake up. How can you not wake up, look at that, and go, "I feel terrible." She's looking at you, going, "That was just stupid." Yeah. Keep meaning to tidy it up, but I'm digging holes in the gut. Well, I've got a little patch behind the side of the log cabin. It's well, little. It's quite a large triangular corner bit, and it's been overgrown and it's a right mess. So I've been spending probably the last 2 weeks now trying to get it sorted out. I bought a compost bin as well to put on it, a square one. So the trouble is, I go round there with all, in the afternoon to do some work when everybody's up and about and running. But the bloke next door comes as soon as I'm there, start digging and all the rest of it, building me holes and fence posts and things. He comes out and starts talking to me, and it goes on for an hour and a half, you know, non-stop. And you're trying to work and not be rude and say, "Look, I've got," you know, sort of work it. So I'm having to work around it. But then again, it does help me because all the big pile of earth, I've just sieved it out and thrown it over his side because he said it. Yeah, all of that
All right,
topsoil. So
handy.
in a way, there is a payoff. So and he's giving me apples. I get little bags of apples
Ah,
off his apple tree. So
Lovely.
they're beautiful apples. They're an orange apple. If you put them in the lounge, you get up in the morning, you think, "Oh, what's this?" And it's these apples smell. They've got a distinct. But the trouble is, they're all bruised and
Mm.
you know, Thomas scraping it. There's nothing to eat.
yeah.
After he's the ones off the ground, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got candidates for my new compost bin when I set it up. I have to sneak him in when he ain't looking. Dear, dear. I was up all night.
What with the dog?
Nah, bloody astronomy. It's clear sky, wasn't it?
Full moon last night, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Was it red?
No, no such thing.
No.
It was meant to be the harvest moon, wasn't it, last night?
No.
Oh, that's what they said on the telly.
Yeah,
Oh, hello.
it means nothing.
Yeah, we're being switched on.
I've got this is today's subject. I'm scared with this one. I'm only doing the top bit. I'm not doing all that coat.
Okay.
I wondered how you're going to cope with that.
When in doubt, don't leave it out, innit?
Yeah.
Problem is a lot of the photos you see of him, he doesn't show his lips at all.
No,
He does that a lot. That's part of the character. So
not like him. Yes, yeah.
I did find that picture this morning, and I thought, "You plonker!" should have put in that one earlier. But
All three.
yeah, I've cropped it as well, so it's bigger than that. Oh, that's the actual picture, and I just cropped it up. But hey, we'll persevere. Persevere.
It's my son's favourite show, so it'll be a cheap Christmas present for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
do like
problem is I don't. All the photos I see are don't know. Without Carol, I don't know what to do with the background. Think up something. I don't think, like I say, the tendency is to get bogged down with the facsimile of the actual person, when in actual fact you should be. It's not about that. It's about creating the image from the heart. The other side. Didn't know I was a Klingon. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Last week's turned out. I think everyone enjoyed last week's.
I didn't do it last week. I never had time.
That's all right. You'll enjoy it when you get time.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Mine was a very, very quick one yesterday morning.
Yeah, but it turned out all right though, Chris.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, you ever so squeaky again, Coleman's?
He's Gordon on that chair.
Is it acrylic, Chris, that one?
Do you like it?
Is
Yeah.
it acrylic?
No, it's good.
That's good. Is that Chris's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was Dave's. It was that good.
Ooh, praise indeed. I didn't like the sky. I couldn't get the sky right.
No, I could do it if that was mine and it was acrylic. I think I would just paint it white and then just do it again, really.
Yeah, the
Which you can
sky.
do quite easy. But like you said, it looks all right. I like the border colour. I think I did a good job framing it.
It's very nice.
Right, we're going to have an early bath today, I reckon. Ta-da! I'm using an old bit of. Actually, I'll change my microphone and go quiet for a while.
Okay.
What's he behind in there?
Well, I can still hear you because I've got one of these little clip-on mics like they use on TV and that.
Oh.
Well, they call it a lavier mic, and
What they call it.
they're quite handy because they don't pick up much of the noise going around. There's a bloke over the road having his house re-plastered, but it must be they've taken all the old plaster off, and of course they're using a pneumatic doodah to do it.
Oh, the rendering, I mean.
They've gone back to the brick and then they'll replaster over the top. Oh, hang on, I got a spotlight for everyone, am I? Go quiet. Only trouble is I got to unclip it and clip it back. What that noise is Gordon
I
creates.
don't know. Sounds like some little animal.
It's okay. It's quite fascinating. I've used the back of last week's.
Oh, is that why it's got funny?
No, last week's we did the seascape, and on the back I did another. I stretched 2 bits, and just some reason it seemed important to me last week. The pictures I've got, I've printed out a couple of. Oh, I've got that one as well. Printed it out on photographic little sheets is what I've been doing lately. I did blow up his eyes just as I could. I thought, what's going on over here? Like you do.
I can't seem to get you on the screen, I've still got all 4 of us.
Speaker view. Hang on.
Anybody else got the problem?
We've got
I've got
they're all on the edge.
Yeah, no, I can only get. I can't get just Dave. You know, usually I have just him on the screen, so it's clearer.
Yeah. No, we've got 3 on the edge as well.
Yeah, so have I. It's spotlight for everyone. In the corner, top right, in the top right hand corner,
It
there's a
says
thing
leave.
view, and you've got to just choose speaker.
No speaker only. Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What? But that's for Chrissy. You should be able to do that. There
No,
should be one that says view on it.
no. All I've got in my top right quarter is leave. I don't want to
You
do
have to
that.
click, if you click the image in, or one of the images, your image, it should be
Mine, I
3.
think. Yeah, I can swipe across.
It's not swipe. It should be just. It should be a tap.
Yeah, no, I normally can do it, so I don't know why it's not working today.
Hang on.
Oh well, I've just got all of us.
We've got all of us now. It's going to be.
Just 4 equal size pictures.
Yeah, no, that's just gone back now.
Well, that's gallery view you're on, isn't it?
Yeah, but I can't.
Hang on then, let's try and sort this out.
What about you, Pauline? What are you saying?
Yeah, I've got us all at the top, but I've got Dave and the
Yeah,
art
that's what I've got.
main picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got on the side.
Well, I've got 4 equal size pictures.
All right.
Yeah.
Not much half at all.
It's got to be something to do with the gallery or review thing, I would think.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, let's try and see if I can change it back somehow.
Well, don't worry if everybody else is happy. But it's just
What
a
happens
bit.
if I stop I can't even change it. Gallery. Now it should be all 4 now.
Yeah.
No, you.
Now I should. What I normally do. Well, let's try it this way first.
Dave, I've got hide thumbnails
Yeah, well, that's up to you, isn't it?
on the top. On the top right hand corner, I've got 3 selections, and I can select thumbnails disappear. Hide thumbnails.
No, I haven't got that. If I tap the.
Yeah, I just went into the side and
Should
I
now
clicked
be
something
just.
and-
It should be me as the center now.
Yeah.
Well, I've just got you. I haven't got anybody else now because I think I've.
Yeah, we've got just you.
Yeah, I've taken the thumbnails off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
but
must have done.
no, I've just got. I can get just myself, which I don't want, or the 4 equal size pictures.
Because you need to find
Don't
where
need to
the somewhere on your thing there's a thing for the view. It might be down the bottom under more or something like that, or video, where the video
just-
button is.
Yeah.
Well, worst comes to you can try logging out and coming back in.
Yeah, I was just going to say that it might be worth trying.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Bye, Chris.
Okay, I'll hopefully be back.
Hopefully see you in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, technology.
I know
love
it's
you.
it catches us all out, doesn't it?
Oh, I must admit, I can never work it out.
Yeah, well, you're an expert.
Well, no, sometimes it's fine, and sometimes it's not so fine. At the
It
moment,
took me ages to get in this morning. I don't know whether it was my computer playing up.
yeah,
It seems to be
must
slow.
be. Christine just gets straight in, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Not working, is it?
Right, I've got you now.
Oh,
I've got you on your own.
ah,
That's right.
I'm here.
Right.
all right.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much. Sorry,
Okay,
I did.
that's
I
good.
just left and came back in again. That was all right.
Right.
Oh, okie dokies.
When in doubt,
Oh,
stick a hammer on it.
wonderful.
Do you know what? I haven't changed my palette or cleaned it for ages. All I've been doing is squirting water into it. It's been like this for quite a while. How disgraceful. Scruffy person. Oh, I haven't got any handy andies. I'm determined at some point, and I keep repeating this over and over again, to work it so that I get a really lovely routine. So I can just pick up a portrait and go whoosh, 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 splish, splash, flosh. Job done. Anyway, today's fun bit. And I'm going to start with the background. So anything can happen. Any thoughts on colour?
What, for the background or?
Normal routine is I've just
Like a fence of some sort.
yeah, I've got a pencil outline round so I can just damp everything outside. Oops, apart from his shoulder, I think it was his. No, I haven't sketched his. I haven't put his shoulder in actually. Make it fairly damp. This is that Arches paper, which is quite nice. Same as I used last week, but
Why is it not good?
but it's smooth. It's not finish. It's the smooth paper.
That old picture of the beach, sorry.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got you.
What can we? I think my first reaction is to look at the background and to say, what can we see? What colours can we see in there? And
Shadowy
yeah,
rain.
there's that. I think right in the background of it all, I think I can feel that sort of some red.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have red. I use that rose madder most of the time these days. So I'm just going to drop that in. I've just added a little blob of that into the damp paint, whatever colour that was there. It was just yuck from last week's shadow tone, and I've just added a little bit of that into it. The other side of the equation, we'll try a little bit of burnt sienna.
Did you use a grid to sketch it, or did you just sketch it?
Hang on, I need to turn my speakers up. No. You know, what you say, Pauline?
Sorry, I said, did you use a grid to sketch it?
Yeah, I do it most days.
Right.
And if I'm really in a rush, I use a little bit of the trace down,
Right.
but it doesn't help me that much because you still can't see much. You only got about how many lines? There's one for his hat, one round bit for his face, and a few bits for his ears. That's all I can ever get. I've got a little bit of, what's that colour? Cerulean blue. I've been using that nearly all the time these days. So I'm going to just grab some of that in. Just to add a little bit of contrast, really. But with the burnt sienna, you'll get that greyish colour. But we need the grey because I got a funny feeling that part of my plan was to paint a nice grey, get a grey tone and introduce it for the shadows. Now, next, I might just grab my, maybe not, I was thinking hairdryer, but if I just, that didn't sound good. Oh yeah, I know. Computer makes like funny noises, doesn't it? That one, the noise then was someone sending me a WhatsApp message. You go, which is nice. Right,
You can
I'm
just see
trying
the
to get a little
squeaky noises.
a little fan brush and just fan my background so I've got some horizontal lines.
We weren't moving at that time.
No,
Don't know what freaking news.
not me.
What's that?
Chris is saying about the squeaky noises, but we're not actually moving.
Not us.
It is you.
Yeah.
It's your microphone that does it, or might be your internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it as well.
Sounds yeah, it's that
Like
sort
a
of,
lot of interference all the time.
yeah, it's the mic, it's either the microphone or the lead or
I'll take the mic out. Can you still hear me, Mother?
I can
Yeah.
still hear you.
Is it finished?
Is it stopped now?
No.
No, it's weird, isn't it? It's a strange noise.
Take the microphone out.
Well, it's not the microphone then.
There's something whirring in the background, but what it is, I don't know. Maybe the fish again. But that's only a whirring, it's not squeaking.
It's no squeaking noise. It's just a don't know what sort of noise it is. It's hard to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a sort of chirpy noise.
Anyway,
I'm not on my chair at the moment. Is it still doing it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Don't know what it is, can't say.
it's the same. You've had the noise all the time.
Yeah, you've always said.
Hmm.
And then when we're away, you don't get it.
I'm wondering whether it's,
No.
is it reverb off the instruments hanging on the wall?
Is it
Reverberation from the instruments on the wall. Sometimes they pick up hall effects. They start playing on their own.
No. It's not music.
No, it's a bit more practice if that's the case.
using the flat brush? I've got this shadowy mix dirty paint really from ages ago.
I can hear it in the background. What? That noise. But what it is, I have no idea. Yeah. Oh, that's the dog.
Burnt sienna and cerulean blue gives us a nice shadowy tone, doesn't it?
Stop it.
I had this all planned what I was going to do, but it's gone. It stopped then for a sec. No. Sounds like there's a frog.
That's the dog licking himself.
Dog.
It's not. It's mechanical noise. It sounds like a frog.
Mechanical
There it goes. Then
That was Chris.
Saying the word.
I'm in high concentration mode now. Just for a bit of blue-grey colour, blue and burnt sienna.
When we're on.
Didn't know David Jason's gone grey. Add some brown into it if you want. Lighten, make it a little bit more user friendly. If it's too dark, find some shadows. Find some shadows.
Tell you, Dave, you know you don't know this sound that I'm making. It appears to be a reflection of the sound you make. The sound card's playing up or something.
You sound really loud. I'm wondering if you're quite close to your microphone.
No, way away from it.
All right. Give up then.
Perhaps it's got to be the computer. The computer's ancient.
There's some sort of interference coming from somewhere, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but every time you talk, it then flashes up on my screen that I'm talking after it.
Well, it's supposed to do that.
What? Say I'm talking? No, even if I'm not talking, if we're completely still, you speak and then it comes on and says, "Golden Gopher's talking."
But it's making the noise when no one says anything.
Don't know. Perhaps something's shorting it.
Yeah.
Telephone's good with that.
Yeah, if that's what you think, it's almost like you're on a party line and you think any minute now. Hello, taxi number 4. Come on. Are you anywhere near Blandford? There's a couple over there.
Yeah, no, I've no idea what it is. We can't find anything.
You won't. It's really difficult to isolate. The only way, I don't know. Yeah, sort of the normal thing would be to, if it was, it's just one of those things. I'd have to do record myself, just practice at home doing stuff from myself and play it back and all that sort of business. It can take ages to isolate the issue.
Yeah, it is old. It's very old wiring in the house, I suppose. Perhaps you need a new computer.
This is the new computer.
Huh?
Yeah. How old is that?
There's the old one.
How old is it?
It's release 10.
Yeah. So how old is that?
I don't know.
It's not new. Don't move your chair. I heard that one.
Anyway. It's akin to the fish tank scenario that we had ages ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same disturbance, but it's just changed its tone a bit.
Yeah.
Weird.
The fish tank's shut out now. The dog's shut in, but he's lying still.
Well, it's strange, isn't it? How these things happen.
Gordon's got loads of speakery things all switched on. I don't know what they all are. Boxes of switches.
This painting, this image of David J is starting to look like Lenin, the Russian Tsar or whatever he is. Quite enjoying this.
It's the moustache.
It's not. He hasn't got a moustache.
Yes, no.
No, because I'm just all we do is try and find some just outlines, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just to define some shadowy areas on the paper before we attack it.
Yeah.
And when you get bored or you're scared and things don't seem to be going very well, move to another area. It's my get out clause is always that, isn't it? No, it's the only way to make things dry, really. This jacket, this jumper thing, isn't it? It's remember these Gord roll neck jumpers?
What?
These roll neck jumpers. We used to have these when we were kids, I think.
Yeah, I was never that keen on them. They always made me chin itch. Suppose I should shave more often or something.
I must admit, I was thinking the other day I need to get some V-neck jerseys for the winter. Seem to be back in trend. I hate those ones with the flap collar bit that you don't never know what to do. What the hell's all that about?
Play
Look like something off of Doctor Who, don't you? I got told you not to put yellow in that. Be right when it's dried. I'll come back. Put some detail in. Got the shadow areas anyway. This same area, isn't it? I'm just going to make a line there because otherwise I'll forget it.
Oh, I might be building.
The noise.
Has the noise stopped now, or is it still going?
Going.
Still going.
Yeah, I switched absolutely everything off, and the computer's running off its own battery at the moment. All the electrics are off, Dave. We've got a very low frequency high mech digger at the back. You can hardly hear it, but it rumbles and makes the ceiling bounce. And I think it's switching that. That's switching it on.
Strange, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna. Don't think we'll lose sleep over it, Gord.
Well, I do.
I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It's if you had a straw and you're drinking a straw and you're right at the bottom of the drink and you're still sucking and it makes that noise, doesn't it? Where that's the noise it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not. The problem is, it's not coming through this end. We can't hear it at all.
You can't hear it.
No.
No.
Record a bit for us, Chris, and
I'm going to
give
mute
it to us on Friday.
If I mute it, that should switch me off, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going now.
Yes. Can't hear it now.
No, no noise.
It's all quiet now. Come back. All is forgiven.
Right, now I've unmuted the muted.
Yeah. When you
Yeah,
when
it's
you
quiet.
it was perfect.
It's come back again now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's picking up something from something.
Have you got aliens in your house?
We've
Possibly.
got bloody builders at the back. They're trying to build 40 houses, and they're building it with a high mech, a big mechanical shovel. Everything's done with the big mechanical shovel.
Right.
They even brew tea with it and shake the bucket.
We're just lucky we go away.
Yeah. Get it. Sounds like a good excuse to do so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
If you ever, not that you need one, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, our neighbours are really upset about it. We've got two that are really quite poorly
Uh-huh.
and they can't escape it. And they're in the cul-de-sac, so they're even closer because they're on the hammerhead. They're even closer to all the building work.
when they drive the tracked vehicle, I mean, it's a massive thing, along the back of the wall behind our house here, the ceiling actually starts vibrating.
Oh God.
Mm.
I can feel it in my ears. I can't hear it, but I can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, blimey.
So if you put that on mute, we can still hear them,
Yeah.
but they can't hear us.
That's right.
That's a good idea. Just turn this. We'll leave you in peace.
Or turn the microphone down.
I can't find a button to do that.
It's in settings.
Oh.
No, audio. It's on where on the left hand side there's one that says audio. And you can turn the
No, I've got to stop video and mute, participants, chat, share screen, record and reactions.
no, it's on audio, that's video. There's another button next to it called audio.
No.
It's where you
No, I've just got a pop-up. Audio settings.
yeah, that's it. And then you can change the sensitivity of the microphone in there. There's a little slider.
Can you still hear us?
Yeah,
What about the noise?
No, it's
that
gone.
seems to, yeah.
That's better, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's distortion, Dave. Yeah, the volume was up full on it.
That's what it was.
Right.
Ah, that's good then.
Hey, told you it was good.
Well,
Suppress.
yeah,
I've actually got suppress low, faint background noises.
You've done that already.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all gone now.
Okay.
yeah.
I can suppress the dog barking, apparently. It says, yeah. I'm going to put it to medium suppression anyway. Okay.
Try that.
Bloody hell, what's happened to Del Boy?
I don't hang about, mate, when I get going.
Just out there.
Once I start,
He's at the barber's now. He got the shaving
Well,
cream.
I thought that.
it's blending, and I'm
Yeah.
oi, don't start.
What's that, permanent white?
Not telling you now. You've been horrible to
Oh,
me.
God, no.
We're trying to help.
Ah,
Put my squeaky chair back on.
ah. Now, what I did is I mixed up my normal flesh, which is just a bit of the yellow and the pink,
Yeah.
Alzerian crimson, rose madder, whichever you call it. Mixed up that gives us a flesh. It was a bit dark, but
Yeah.
so I'm building up. But then again, it's all about this bloody thing I keep going on about values. That's on a flesh tone. That's a value of probably 5. No, say 3.5 out of 5.
Mm.
So I've put it on to form some flesh,
Yeah.
you know, some skin tone. Slightly, even though I'm just slightly rubbing it over where I put my shadow bits, which are his eyes, his eyebrows, his chin, and then once that's on, then I can just tease in some. Then I'm going looking for the highlights to bring it back down. And to do that, I'm just using the one I think the one I'm using at the moment is Le Franc Bonjour Lineal Gouache Extra Fine But then again, I do use pass white. Can't get that for love and money now. That's disappeared. And of course, you've got the old favorite permanent designer. But I think it's not that important. I think the thing to do is go for the cheap one. Get a cheap one. The beauty of doing it, as I said before, of painting like this is you can use cheap watercolor paints.
Yeah. You're blending them on the paper, really.
Yeah. You can use cheap water paints because you're using the white to blend color in. And once you get to sort of to a certain stage, it's just a matter of looking for, like we're doing now, just looking for highlights, adding them in, using the, but that's what I keep saying about these value things, because I'm looking at I'm actually got a black and white image staring at me at the moment, so I'm just using that and using the white to just look at it and think there's some highlights, like a little triangle. Let me show you. So I can look at this and say there's a triangle of just under the nose over there, a little area of white, and there's definitely one over there. So just I've dabbed a little bit of white over there, and there's some just under the bags of his eyes, some on the nose, and that's all you need to do now. And if it's slowly he will appear. Well, an image, a representation. What I have got is a bit of burnt umber, and if you dab that in the white, look, did you see that? Watch, a bit of burnt umber color that I was using. Look at that. You get that sort of ashen grey white that I've introduced around here. Bloody clever that is. I love that. Gives you an extra. Trouble is now I'm looking at the color image. I'm finding lots of more, well, a lot more darks to add in. So I was quite apprehensive about doing this picture because it's just a. I think it's a hard one myself.
Very.
I don't think it's. Then again, it's a portrait. It's not a. I was going to say.
It's a very iconic expression, isn't it? That is Del Boy.
Yeah. But the thing I find is because I'm using watercolor like this, is to keep dodging areas. So you do some work on a area and move to another area, and gradually, it needs to rest. It needs to dry off a bit before you can put another coat. What it is like that, really.
It's almost oil painting or acrylic, really.
Almost what?
Acrylic or oil. You're building it up layer on layer, aren't you?
Yeah, it's painting watercolors. It's painting. It's a big blob of yuck there. Never mind. Sorry, Dell, you got a zit. There's a big blob of dry paint, congealed paint. Doesn't matter, because we can tease some browns back in. Yeah, you're right what you're saying, that it is painting watercolors using an oil painting methodology, really, or thinking.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it wrong, just makes it more, just makes it interesting, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't critiquing, I was just stating what I saw.
No, I'm just saying that I know that. You wouldn't do that.
She reserves that for me, Dave.
I could what?
She reserves critiquing for me.
Well, the only thing the one thing I have discovered, I'm using these Rosemary and Co. oil brushes. Well, they're just brushes, but they're evergreen ones. But what I find is they don't clean very well, for want of a better term. I've gone on about it before. You put it in the bowl to swish it out, and when you finish, it's still got loads of paint on it. It doesn't. For the life of me, I can't empty it. No, I just needed a bit more shadow, really. It's really difficult, isn't it? Because there's so much shadow area underneath the hat. I find it difficult. Well, I can't tell where the hat starts and the shadows and the face begins, or the flesh. If you know him, could you get him to pop round so I could have a little one-to-one session and say, yeah, that's what it is.
That would be fun.
Be manic, wouldn't it? Dave and Del Boy in the same room. Oh, it's funny. I went downstairs. Oh, about 10:15, and Mel was sat there with Only Fools and Horses on. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But none of these. Wow, I've got to watch this bit. What I want to. But the beauty of these, I mean, you can sort of scumble your brush and, spread things around quite well. But the real fun bit comes days later when you want to, just gently smooth areas out. The only problem is, well, something you've got to be careful of is just one sort of tweak of the brush and it can affect the whole picture. You think, oh my gosh, just one little element affect, just one line, and all of a sudden Del Boy or whoever the picture is, the Queen disappears. You think, oh no. Oh, Del Boy. Hello, Del. Okay. I must admit, I'm more of a Compo fan than a Fools and Horses. I think Fools and Horses, not that I don't like it, it's just I've watched them all so many times now.
They were just clever, though. Clever writing.
Whereas Yeah, I think it's a personal thing, in it, because I watch Foods and Horses every night on 7:30. It's on drama
Oh right, yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
I've been watching that diligently for years now, ever since I've been able to. It's just the timing's perfect
Yeah.
because it's just after I put the dishes away and I've got the Mel slaving over the washing up machine. I can see a little bit of him there.
Yeah. He's on his way.
But as I say,
Yeah, the mouth and the chin are good.
Yeah.
Don't lose
that noise is totally gone there.
Good.
So that was just the
See what it was.
sensitivity, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my printer running at the moment.
Can't hear that either. Brilliant.
That's good then. Thank goodness we found out what it was.
Yeah.
They were about to throw it out.
I know.
They were going to evict.
Have a laugh.
Tools.
The only problem with painting this sort of, well, it's not a problem, it's something to wear to watch when you're painting like this, is that too much water on the brush. If you get too much water, then
Yeah, that's true.
it can give you a little bit of false confidence, because you think, oh, that's nice, that's working, that's just the color I want in that area. And then as it being watercolor, even though you're adding a little bit of white to it, it dries back considerably. Next thing you know, you're the whole thing changes, fades back to where it was, like it does with watercolor. You can't get that solidity. But I'll tell you one thing that I found, I enjoyed last week painting the seascape and all that sort of thing. But when I looked at it, after you've done this, painted this sort of way for a while, you look at it, you think, oh, where's all the, the body? It seems to have lost its strength and what have you. I think the thing I'm going to practice is doing the nose a bit more, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because I know that I knows he knows, that it's just a question of the more of this we do, the better it'll become, the more confident you become and all the rest of it. But you're right when you say, when you paint, when you do it with oils, you underpaint it. As far as I know, I've never painted in oils, not in a professional sort of sense. I've never sold an oil, but I know from friends that do, and the underpainting of the thing is a key element of what you've done, and which is why underpainting it with the start off, build it up from the darks and bring it back into the lights. And then, like I've mentioned, the skin was out of a range of 5, it was 3.5. Well, we got 3.5 tonal value of a skin layer underneath, and now we're just blending lighter tones of it on the top. We're just pottering around, really. Yeah. I'm just I'm just so chuffed the way, you know, it just sort of pops out. You think, I don't care if it's not a dead copy or, but the beauty of doing this, you can't off as an artist, it forces you to look at things in a whole different way.
Mm.
You know, you're looking for these, what I was saying just now about these value shapes. So if you're playing around with the nose, you know you've got a dark blob there and there, but you've got a little round, you know, got triangle there, a little sort of Hitler type moustache bit, and little, so once you've got the feel for the color, you know, you've built up the color tones. It's just a matter of looking for the shape in a particular area, just adding it in. But the confidence comes from the fact that even if it doesn't feel, or you know, if you don't feel it's right, you can just move away from that area, let it tone, you know, dry, not dry, but it won't never dry, but you can let it tone dry a little bit, take a bit of edge off it, and then come back.
Mm.
Which I find brilliant. But sometimes you have to go back to, you know, make it a little bit dark and then come back white after, you know, lighter afterwards. I'm not going to use the word white too, because I'm not using white. Didn't mean to do that. I'm using lots of different tones. White just happens to be a carrier for doing it.
Mm.
Wonder if I could lift that off. But it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. Hence the reason I put a little piece of tissue on the top. But even this area here, I can see there's a, like a white goes down there and it just goes up towards the eye there. It's like a little shape. And that could be a little bit lighter there. I think it's one of those, you've just got to, don't have to make you sigh a lot though, as you're doing it. And as I say, you can see why, or I can appreciate why a portrait takes so long. Is because tomorrow morning, when you look back at it, you think, oh, blimey, I shouldn't have done that. Don't feel right. That doesn't, you know what I mean? So you end up, just as an aside, and part of what I'm going to do, I've got this flesh tone that, which is St. Petersburg one, and it, just a dab of it here and there can really change the whole thing. I don't know. Come on, Dave. Hey, come. You can. Oh, I think I'm not far away.
No, it's very good.
I'm going to move off, leave the face bit. If Anne says it's very good, I'm going to quit one on my head.
I just printed an A4 off it, and I'm holding it up there next to the screen. That was all. That's why she's doing the comparison.
Uh-huh. But even here, you can look for shapes.
Mm.
this yellow I've got in here is I think I wrote it down on the notes I put online. I don't know what yellow it is. It's cadmium yellow, but it's not plain. I think it's like a cadmium lemon yellow. Enough strong.
Mm.
I'm not a particularly yellowy person, but when it comes to paint, I think I'll have to work on the roll neck gourd. It's going to take a bit of extra doodah.
Mm. He's putting the kettle on at the moment.
Yeah, going to take a little bit of time. Let it dry, but even now I'm using the same tones that I used on the skin. Early on, I mixed up that cerulean blue and burnt sienna to give me that grey cut tone. It's still prevalent for the rest of the picture, so I'm using it to shadow. But the difference, Anne, between using the watercolors and maybe I answered my own what I said just now when I said about you can't do this with an oil paint where the paint when it dries back, you can start smoothing it down.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I'll show you what I mean by that. I can clean my brush off as best I can with this thing. Just gotta watch it. It's all right. As soon as I put it on the tissues, color come out, even though the brush looked clean. But if you can get a clean brush, when this is a certain when it's dry, like when it's dry for a good few hours, a couple of days even, you can still go back with a damp brush and just lift and smooth bits off.
Yeah.
You can't do that with an oil. It's gone
I'm
white
always
now.
worried that it turns to a muddy colour as opposed to keeping clear colours.
You can just lightly, but you can't do it so well right now, but later on when it's dry, you can just manipulate it by the amount of water you put on and all the rest of it. What colour is this blooming jacket? Sort of a beigey colour, isn't it?
Sheepskin.
Oh, not really.
Yellow in it.
Yeah, sort of a yellowy. I did put some yellow on just now, thinking whatever. It's only colour, but that's gonna have to be a load of white, isn't it? Burnt umber where the dark bits are. Blob some white in at some point. But even that paint, this paint in his jumper has dried back quite quickly. Just a little bit of damp water, I can squish it back to life quickly. Otherwise, but like I say, I've got all those water mixable oils to play with soon. I'm just waiting to sort out all these other staff projects around here.
Talking of oil, do you ever hear from John now?
I haven't lately. He rings me up intermittent, whatever that word is. Intermittent, yeah.
Now and again.
Intermittently rings me up. Bless him. Usually he watches these videos though.
All right.
I send him the links for these quite often. and he enjoys these. That's right. Let's go up there, I think. But we definitely need to make sure we put a shadow, that's colour, inside the coat down here. I'm only doing it quick to as reminders for myself. One of the colours I haven't got in this palette that I use sparingly is neutral tint, which is not quite black, is it? It's a sort of well, it is black but neutral, sort of and that's great for putting in any really darks, because sometimes the blue and the burnt umber mixed together just aren't dark enough. They're good, but they're not that good. You just need to make it really dark. See what I mean? It's not the mega dark that you want. But what we do is, for now anyway, is just point out where the dark bits are, and then I can tease out some extra lightness as well. There's more light in that, and it's quite funny. I'll change to a rounder brush. I've only used 2 brushes up to now, by the way. That's both these evergreen ones, but we can quite easily squint our eyes up and add a bit of interest to the typical Cockney reject. He's got gold chain on, hasn't he?
Mm.
So maybe when things are when it's bone dry, might be a bit of fun just to add that in. These brushes are great fun, but like I say, when it comes to a bit of white, try and introduce some white into these naff colours. You probably can't hear it, but the people over the road are having this plastering render taken off the front of their house. So I was just shows how much I'm concentrating, because I just thought to myself, crikey, they are making a noise next to Gordon. And it's the people outside of here doing it, and I thought it was your house.
Yeah.
How fun.
I feel those are a bit further away.
Yeah. But I think for his coat, I'm just going to use up some of the colours that I've got left in the palette. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this actually. For a quickie.
Yeah.
And I can
Very good.
carry on later. Well, I said that about Diana Dawes, but I never did, because I liked it so much that I don't want to. I'm scared to put any more on it. Trying to find that a bit more extra yellow on that flesh tone gives us the off yellow, dirty, maybe sheepskin, maybe a bit more. Are you gas? Has anyone had any trouble with a gas company yet?
Yes. Or was ours electric? Or was it gas?
They won't tell you. Won't find out until you suddenly changed your suppliers. Changed.
They're overcharging us. Well, they're suddenly sending us big bills. We've been paying it. We pay it quarterly.
Uh-huh.
We don't pay it monthly, we pay it quarterly, and they accused us of falling well behind, but we've been reading the meter every blinking quarter. They wanted an extra £1,000.
Yeah.
Right.
They wanted 1,500. I whittled them down a bit. That's SSE.
No, I was just on about the
Bankrupts, yeah. No,
anyone's, yeah.
no, we haven't got a bankrupt one.
No.
They're not bankrupt, they're just overcharging everybody.
Yeah. They can turn everybody off who's got a smart meter, can't they?
Hmm.
I haven't got one, so I don't know.
No, nor have we.
No,
I haven't got one either.
no. Resisting it as hard as we can.
I don't know which Mel, which company Mel uses. It's the one that does all green energy, but that's okay for electric and that, but they don't use green energy for gas.
No.
So I was saying to Mel, don't be surprised if you find your gas people go bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what David and Kat were saying yesterday. They're with Green Planet, which is one of the small ones.
No.
I'm with Octopus Energy, which is supposed to be one of the cleaner ones.
Yeah.
But it's a toss up as to who's going to survive.
No. Yeah, even Martin Lewis on television this morning wasn't very optimistic about it all. So it's going to go up again in January. It's going to bankrupt a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is it the Russians?
Nobody's really saying
They
at the moment,
haven't
are they?
decided where the gas is coming from. We don't know where it comes from, do we?
We're not in.
Excuse me.
We did Brexit, remember? We're not in Europe anymore. So it could happen anyway.
Oh, don't upset. Well, we get a lot of our electric comes from France.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
we're not in the common market
That's,
anymore.
that's the next one, though, Paul.
They're not happy with us at the moment.
No.
Well, it's because we're being friends with Australia, isn't it?
Well, we own Australia.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like saying it's Australia's family.
Exactly.
Ridiculous. That's what I was saying, and that I've used this flesh tone here and
Yeah.
put it on some areas just now that I
Yeah.
wanted to heighten up, but being watercolor, it fades back, and it did. So
Doing it again.
I've just put an extra bit on.
Yeah.
I think it slipped my mind that I got this color in my armory when I first started off, because I think I would have liked to have this color as an undercolor more than, or some of it, introduce it into it, because it is a nice fleshy tone.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah. It's just I've never really painted heavy paint like that.
It's not heavy.
Well, no, I mean it's thicker than I would paint.
Yeah.
I paint sort of see-through paint, whereas you're painting, like I say, almost acrylic.
So anyway,
I haven't tried.
I enjoy doing it this way with
Yeah.
portrait. With it's so, I don't know.
I think you need it for portraits.
I just think it feels better when you're doing it, and it's more. No, I don't know. It's not more rewarding. It's just more. It gives you more flexibility as an artist.
Yeah, it's more satisfying, I would imagine.
I think you should give it a crack. But each to their own. The thing about it is you don't have to do it in its entirety. You can just introduce elements of it. I think, wow,
that's right. I did buy some St. Petersburg paints, and they are totally different, aren't they? They're soft.
I love them.
They're not hard,
I
eh?
must admit, I enjoy them more than any others really now.
Yeah.
Even though they're not blooming Russian, they're made in, well, you get them from Wareham,
Yeah, exactly.
Dale
probably-
around.
They probably import them,
I don't know.
but they're a different type of paint altogether, aren't they? They're much softer. Yeah. It'll take me a while to get used to them.
One thing I notice about them is put them in your I've got some pans in a set, and they don't have to stay moist long.
Yes, yeah. I bought the pans. Yeah, they all stick to your fingers.
Yeah. Whereas the other ones, the Dale around, you know,
yeah,
they dry out in
Yeah.
a few minutes.
Yeah, no, they're totally different. That's why I was thinking the way you're painting, that you're using them almost like an acrylic paint.
They are they do come out that way though, don't they?
Yeah, they are different. They're very strange.
Suited.
Yeah, that's better. He's looking down more now. Yeah.
One thing I keep saying with this is if you can try and paint with your arm, not your not your hand.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm too shaky.
if you move your if you do that,
Yeah.
it makes it, I don't know, fiddly. It's easier if you just do, you know, the brush is attached to your arm.
Yeah, that's only if you've got a steady hand.
Makes it easier because you're just moving your shoulder rather than the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, just bloody have fun, really.
Yeah, we do.
And I think, but I think you'll find cerulean blue is a nicer blue to use within the sort of paint.
Yeah.
Within the sort of, I don't know, in the portraits. I've just added a little bit extra here now on this brush. It's just, it's nearly all, it's not neat cerulean blue. And I've got my wonky glasses on as well. I'm just going to try a very, so you can use it very, very loose, very watery, and use it as a very slight shadow tone. Voila, bit like that. Just a little bit of cerulean blue. It works really, really well. Cerulean blue and burnt sienna, you get those really soft, subtle greys.
I was going to order some season.
But so the real fun of this is days, weeks later, you can just lightly soften things down with just clean water. You don't need anything on the brush. And if you, once you get really excited, you can find a rigger and attach that to your arm, what you do, and then spend a lovely period of time adding subtle differences or not.
Mm.
Looking for even more shadows. I said, I'm finding these days as I'm better off sitting down later on with my reading glasses on and just, oh, there went the rigger, went rolling off underneath somewhere. But that flesh tone has actually dried quite strong there now.
Mm.
But
Quite soft.
we can lift it off or spread it, well, or spread it further. It's one of the other things I'm always repeating, isn't it? Consequences. You do something somewhere and it has consequences on the rest of the picture.
Yeah.
You end up spending an enormous amount of time chasing around. Trying to balance things up, like I'm doing now. So put it over there, so I definitely need it there. So I like the colour. It needs to be pale there. And a bit more of a fleshy tone. Did you buy the St. Petersburg pastel shades like I did?
No, that's what I want.
Yeah, if you look at the colour chart down the bottom of it are these pastel, they call them pastel shades, and there's things like peach,
Yeah,
mocha, which
that's
is
what
like
I want to order.
they're great for portraits.
Yeah, I've got nothing sort of soft at all. They're all quite vivid.
Yeah. Had a little play with Dale's ear later, I think, at some point. Ears and noses are the ones that trip us up most, don't they?
Yeah. His nose is quite simple this time, isn't it?
Hold you to that, Anne. I hate noses.
Chris is very, very quiet.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's almost like she's turned the microphone. Her microphone is not even on. Come booming back in a minute.
I'm nodding off. I had a very bad night last night.
She had a very bad night.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Ralphie. It was Ralphie. Normally I sleep like a log. Last night he was walking all over the bed all night long, just walking and panting, digging, getting under the quilt, or under the sheet,
Poor Ralphie.
walking under the thing. Leo thought he was a ghost. He kept coming up this sort of white sheet over his head. And once or twice he walked right off the end of the bed. He was right under the sheets.
Oh,
And he just walked and fell off the end of the bed, so I had to get up to him. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's fine this morning. He's been out for a walk.
yeah.
But he was just panting all night long, just really.
It was quite
heavy.
humid. Yeah, it was quite humid again last night.
Yeah, I mean, I had the
There
window open.
There might have been thundery sort of undertone somewhere.
Might have been. But with Ralph being so hard of hearing now.
Yeah, strange.
And Leah was fine.
Yeah.
And then this morning, when I did get up late, he was running down the stairs and he sort of fell over his own feet and sort of slithered halfway down the stairs. And sort of landed on his sort of back almost.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No.
Yeah. I mean, trouble.
Yeah.
He's getting old.
like the
Getting
rest of
old.
us. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sad, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll see how he is again tonight. So I've got to be up early in the morning. So I want to
Yeah.
sleep well tonight. I'll see how he is tonight.
Yeah.
And, if he's like it again, I'm going to have to
Mm.
go to the vets and see if they can see. I don't know whether he was in pain at all. You know, you don't.
That's what I was just wondering, whether he needs some
Mm.
painkillers or something.
Yeah,
Whether his legs are hurting.
yeah. It's just this constant panting.
Yeah.
Like he is when he's distressed with fireworks.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. And he was
Yeah.
walking all over the place.
He sounds stressy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was really stressed.
And pain will make you stressed.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it, can you?
No, and as we know, it's always worse at night, isn't it?
Yeah, always. Always,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, keep your eye on him. Might
Yeah,
need stronger painkillers.
I need something. Oh. I think I only had about 3 or 4 hours sleep last night.
Yeah, yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
I've got to be up and on the road by 8 o'clock in the morning at the latest.
Mm.
8:15.
Do you load the car the night before?
Oh, the car's all loaded, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Glad it went through its MOT.
Yes, yeah, no problems at all.
Good.
And that, well, he knew that he'd done that temporary repair on the exhaust.
Mm.
It was knocking. He had to get a part weld apart onto that and do that.
Yeah.
But I think the MOT was £54
Mm.
and he charged me £60 labour.
Good.
And it's, I mean,
Not
I
bad,
ended up,
is it?
no, I ended up giving him about £18 extra.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, just to say thank you.
yeah, I mean, he picks it up, leaves his van here and
Yeah,
takes it
yeah.
off and brings it back again.
You're lucky to have found him.
Very, very lucky. Yeah. That cheeky chappy.
Big sigh there.
Oh, excuse me.
Gotta let him dry off and then perhaps put a few extra bits on later.
No, it looks really good.
I'm just gonna call him.
Oh, no income tax. Oh, my fucking- no VAT.
We'll be millionaires next year.
Next year, Rodney. Yeah, well, dunno.
Very good.
Have to do well. We'll do some more work on it at some point, but it's at that stage where you think, hang on, it's all a bit up in the air, damp. And the more I look at the photo, the more I think I don't want to look at the photo. This is no good. Shouldn't be.
It's
The
looking
more I
like
look at the photo, the worse it's becoming, and I'm losing stuff. It's never going to be an easy portrait, but I think I've got the.
Bring it down a bit, Dave. You can't see the top of his hat. I don't know whether it's just.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going
there
to
it is.
flatten it
Oh,
off.
that's better. Yeah.
oh, yes.
I think I need to. It needs a bit more work on it, but
Good.
you've got a few more. Bit more time to play with it.
Looking forward to that
Right.
one. I think it'll have to be this afternoon or not at all. Because no time this week.
Where are you off to, Chris?
Well, the weekend we're going a long way away, aren't we, Anne?
Yep.
Westmoors. Going away for the weekend in our caravans.
Oh, right.
That's where I was born.
Hmm.
That's my initial home, Westmoors.
Oh, right.
Go back and reminisce.
Hmm.
That Bond Avenue, or
Yeah.
wherever it is,
Yeah.
I was thinking that sounds ever so familiar, and then I was looking on Google Maps at it, and I thought, there's something about that, I can't think. I looked through my old address books, and
Yeah.
Brian's daughter, Davinia, and her husband
No income tax, no
used to live
VAT.
there.
Oh, right.
It was army quarters.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it was built especially for the army.
Ah,
Yeah.
so it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked back through my address book, and then I found it crossed out. Obviously they'd moved.
Yeah, the whole estate was army quarters.
Ah,
The circular one at the front, I think, was for all the generals and majors and whatnot, and all the ordinary soldiers was at the back.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Dave.
No, I'm thinking.
Woman's hour.
No, I'm cool about it. I'm not going to paint anymore.
No,
That's really good.
It's one of those pictures. I think I'm pretty sure it. I just want to let it. I don't know. I just want to let it relax for a while and
Yeah.
then come back with a different eye. Because
Yeah.
one thing about doing this is normally when I'm painting about you guys, I'll do something. I do a bit, then I'll walk away, come do something, come back. Even if it's checking my email or something, and it sort of, I don't know, it gives the thing a little. The object is the painting. It gives it time to relax.
Yeah.
And and then you come back a little bit fresh. And you think, oh, I need this, I need that.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. No, it's very good.
Yeah.
Good.
definitely.
It's got
captured
potential. I think.
the look.
I'm really excited about doing these portraits because it is a whole new experience. I mean, I can paint a seascape like last week, 15 minutes, you could knock them off pretty quick,
Mm.
and well, I enjoy doing them, but this is much more, this is proper
It's a
art.
challenge.
It's
Yeah.
much more challenging.
But if you can
yeah.
get, I'll gradually, something will happen. I know what I'm like. I'm always not slow on the uptake, but eventually it'll all fit in, and I'll, without even realizing it, I'll just be going, and it'll be what I want. It'll be, and and then I'll move on to the next challenge or whatever. But
I'm watching
I haven't
that
quite got there yet with portraits, but well, I will do.
That portrait artist program is quite good. Portrait artist of the year.
Oh yeah.
That's on a Wednesday. I
Yeah.
think I might be on Arts or Sky Arts or something like that.
I've watched it a couple of times.
Yeah.
They get celebrities on, and you paint them.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
I think they have so many amateurs and so many professionals, and then it gets whittled down.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good.
I can,
To see what sort of colours they throw in.
Yes,
it's
and they
purple.
all work in different. They all work in different mediums. They
Yeah.
all work, which is what interests me because they work in acrylic and oils as well as watercolor and pastel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not just one medium. But, it's interesting.
I like it so much. I like it because it's teaching you, I don't know, the photographs are all right, but they're two-dimensional, aren't they? And then when you do the picture in, especially adding, like we're doing the white and layering it on, gradually building things out, it gives you that opportunity to put some sort of 3 dimensions or that extra depth in that you wouldn't normally get.
Yeah, and like you say, one stroke of the brush can either make or kill it, can't it? Sometimes you just do
Absolutely.
one little flick, And it might just be a
agree.
highlight in the eye or a little twitch of the lips or something.
Yeah,
And the person's there. If you can crack that,
yeah.
very
Yeah.
satisfying.
Didn't mean to do that. Whoops.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
all right
works both
saying
ways.
paint with your arm, not your fingers, but
yeah.
every so often you might go, oh, if it twitches or something, you think, oh, I ain't got. Oh. It's equally as tenuous.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh well. On that
Oh.
note,
Yeah.
12:15.
Getting near lunchtime.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Nice,
think we're
nice
gonna.
to be back anyway. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Had Ocado
Yeah.
come this morning about 10:15.
Oh,
I didn't know we were that posh. I thought it was either Sainsbury's or Tesco's, but no, it's Ocado turn up.
oh.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm going down and chop up some wood and bag it up, ready for the cruel winter we're about to have.
Yeah, I expect we will. Got to pay for this summer.
Sure.
Wow.
For people that have got wood burners, they're gonna be laughing, aren't they?
No,
All the gas
I
prices
hate them things.
rocket. Do you? Oh, I
They're
love them.
Waste of, in this day and age, they're a total vanity. There's no need of them. What's the
Well,
point of them? You just put an
is-
essential heating on. What's the
well, if
point
you've got-
of it? It doesn't heat the house up.
Oh, you want to go to my sister's? It's lovely. Got a big wood burner in the lounge, all free wood. She's never had to pay for a log in her life.
Great, unless you live next door to them, and you go out in your garden and all you can smell is burning wood. It will burn in, and your throat starts hurting. It's not very funny then. That's why we got rid of the 60s and moved on. You know,
Yeah, pretty.
No,
it's no need of it. They
I
should
didn't
ban them.
like. I didn't like the coal. I didn't like the coal burning. But the wood, no, I love the smell of wood.
I've got
Anyway.
chimneys here, but I don't use them because
Oh, no.
I don't think it's good for the environment.
Not much is really, is it?
No, I was going to say that extracting all the gas
Yeah.
and everything is
Wow.
not good. Anyway,
Yeah, a whole lots of problems.
not going to
Yeah.
get people.
Power to the people.
I'm quite happy because I went to A1 Hire and managed to get a cylinder of gas.
Oh, well done, Bruce.
Yes,
You
yeah,
got
it's
one from home base.
last one they had.
Oh, right, well done.
Oh,
Yeah,
that for your caravan.
yeah.
Yeah, gas is a problem all over the place.
Yeah, I've got two full ones now. Only the small ones, but
Yeah, good.
that'll see me through the winter.
Yeah, they had one in home base this week, so
Did
we're
they?
okay.
Give me 30 seconds. I'll go and grab that blooming dog.
Oh yes.
Yes, that blooming dog.
Oh, the dog, yeah.
He's so cute, isn't he?
Oh, he's lovely.
Hmm.
I couldn't believe it when Dave and Mel turned up. It was just down the end of the road.
Yeah.
So I went down there and I had a cuddle with the dog. He's lovely.
Yeah, because they hadn't said it they were going to get another one, have they? I think he's
Yeah.
spoken about it a couple of times.
No, I think it's Mel. It's not a man's dog, is it? It's
No.
a little fluffle.
Yeah.
You take a photo of him.
Yeah. Who are you taking a picture of?
Yeah, he's asleep.
Dog.
Oh,
Apparently,
Oh.
he's asleep.
oh. Disappointment.
We were all excited.
Yeah.
Usually with babies, you just give them a little pinch and they wake up crying.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Oh well,
Yeah.
we'll see him
Friends.
next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not gonna go there.
No.
Hmm.
They got to have their sleep as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll see you next week then.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're all going, yeah. Thanks very much,
See you.
Dave.
Yeah.
See you
Go
next
on,
week. Bye,
Have a
Chris.
good day.
Bye,
Bye.
Jordan. And have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Nice.
We'll
Don't
try.
fix the moles.
Yeah. Bye
Bye.
then. Bye.
Bye bye.